Hello, in today's video, I wanted to share some of my summer beauty essentials with you. I find it's extremely important for me to adjust my makeup and skincare this time of year when the weather is particularly harsh and hot outside. Our skin gets extra dry and parched, and of course, we're more prone to sun damage, but I also like getting more of a bronzy, glowy look to my skin and getting ready a little bit quicker. And these are some of the products I use for all of those things, and since today, Sunday, June 23rd, kicks off Ulta Beauty's Big Summer Beauty Sale. I'm partnering with Ulta Beauty to share these summer must-haves that really work for me this time of year. The sale runs through June 13th. Some of my must-haves are included, and everything is available at Ulta Beauty. It's the perfect time to stock up and get ready for summer. Products do change each week of the sale. One of the reasons why I continue to shop at Ulta Beauty over and over and over is because they have one of the best rewards programs out there. I have saved hundreds and hundreds of dollars because of their rewards program. You earn points every time you shop, and you can redeem those points for dollars. There are not many rewards programs like this out there. So if you're not currently signed up to be an Ultimate Rewards member, I'll have a link down below where you can do that. It's free. Plus they have both affordable brands and prestige brands, which I think it's great. It gives you such a nice variety to choose from. You can also shop in so many ways. You can shop in store, you can shop online for pickup in store or curbside, or have it shipped to your home, or for same day delivery in select markets. That's available in my area, and I've used that so many times. You can also shop through their app. Everything I'm sharing today will be listed and linked for you down below, as well as in my LTK shop. I don't talk about that a lot here on YouTube, but I do have an LTK shop where I curate a lot of top favorite products, weekly bestsellers, things like that. So I'll have that link down below, and I'll also have the link to the Big Summer Beauty Sale page in case you just want to check out what's on sale, in addition to my summer beauty must-haves. So my first must-have for summer is probably pretty predictable, but it is a good daily facial sunscreen. We all need that all year long, but especially in summertime. You need one that's comfortable, that you're actually going to want to wear, and one that's going to stay on your face when things tend to melt off a little bit easier. So this is one that impressed me right from the start. It launched within the past year or so, and it's a time saver, which is a huge bonus, especially this time of year. This is the Bare Minerals Skin Longevity Phyto Vitamin C Brightening Moisturizer. This has broad spectrum SPF 30 mineral sunscreen, which is fantastic if you're like me and you have sensitive skin with rosacea. I always do better with mineral sunscreens, and this is a 3-in-1. It works as a moisturizer plus vitamin C plus sunscreen all in one. It massages into my skin like a lotion and wears really well under makeup, and it saves me time in the morning. With my skin type, combination oily, it's pretty normal around the perimeter and can sometimes be dry, but in the center I do get some oil breakthrough, especially this time of year. This gives me a nice glow and plenty of hydration. If you have dry skin, you may want to put a moisturizer underneath it too, but you may try it alone and be just fine. But I think this is absolutely great if you're looking for something to save you time and give you antioxidant and sunscreen protection in one. Now, if you have oily or oily combination skin and you're looking for something a little more mattifying, Supergoop Matte Screen is really nice. It is somewhere in my house. I've used it somewhat recently, but sunscreens kind of end up everywhere. I'll have it up in the corner. That's a great option. First Aid Beauty Weightless Liquid Mineral Sunscreen with zinc oxide. This is also SPF 30 and really nice for sensitive skin. This is a light lotion, sinks right in, and I think that's a good one for all skin types. Good Molecules has their Sheer Mineral Sunscreen SPF 30, and Neutrogena has their Mineral UV Tint that comes in different shades. This is a really nice one. La Roche-Posay makes some really nice sunscreens too at different levels. They make mineral as well as chemical. Obviously, prepping your face with a good sunscreen is extremely important after you do your skincare, before you go in with makeup. So it was logical to start here, but I also wanted to mention this because this is one of the deals they're having all 3 weeks throughout the duration of the sale versus their weekly deals that change. So they're having buy one, get one 40% off select skin and sun care. So it's worth looking through that section to stock up on facial daily sunscreens, waterproof sunscreen, spray sunscreen for the body, just skincare, sun care in general. A few The others that are going on for the duration, they're having, I think, up to 45% off their jumbo-sized hair care. I know a lot of you like to stock up on your big bottles. They're also offering $50 off the Shark Flex Style, which is an extremely popular product, to name a few. And there's one specific one I'm going to mention a little bit later with one of my essentials. My lips, like most people's, get extra dry in the dead of winter and the heart of the summer, and this lip product has done wonders for me. It's the Ole Henriksen Pout Preserve Peptide Lip Treatment. I know I've raved about this no less than a dozen times on my channel since I discovered it. I have it in Strawberry Sorbet, and the scent is divine. It's the most natural strawberry scent. The applicator is so comfortable. The product itself isn't sticky, it's not heavy, it's very light, it glides on beautifully. It's also not too runny, so you just lose it after a little bit. There are nice, effective ingredients in here that actually keep my lips from drying out. And you know I love peptides if you're subscribed to me, and this is a peptide lip treatment, meaning it helps stimulate collagen and elastin, which are things we lose as we age in our skin and in our lips. So it can help stimulate that naturally and help your lips look smoother and fuller. And it has a nice shine. I just love this stuff. I could rave about it forever. And there are more popular, more viral lip balms on the market. This is better than all of those. This is an essential for me, not just for the summer, but all year long. I want to share some summer face makeup essentials with you, starting with complexion. Before we get to coverage and evening out my skin tone, I want to talk about how I keep my makeup looking good when it wants to melt off my face. Now, even if you're someone who doesn't normally wear a primer, I'm not going to tell you you need to wear a primer in the summertime, but if there is a time of year where you may want to consider it, it would be these hot and or humid months where makeup tends to want to melt off your face. Maybe you tried primer before and it didn't really work for you and you thought they were all the same, but there are so many different kinds out there, and I have one go-to primer that I always reach for more than others in the summertime. I mean, I rotate a lot because of what I do, but this is one that has been in my life a long, long time, and I reach for it for a very particular reason when summer rolls around, and I've gone through numerous bottles of it, and I have sort of an alternative here to discuss with you too. So this is Hourglass Veil Mineral Primer. This has been around for a while. You need a pea-size amount for your entire face. It's great for sensitive skin. It's oil-free. It has broad spectrum SPF 15 in here, but we are discounting that because you are using a tiny amount, and to get any sunscreen protection, you would need a lot more than that pea-size amount. This has an airy, cloud-like, silky texture that smooths over your skin and truly feels like nothing. It smooths texture and pores and keeps my foundation, whatever foundation or powder I'm wearing, on beautifully all day. And it has a technology in here that helps repel water, which is one of the reasons why I reach for it so much in summertime, because here in New Orleans, which is basically a swamp in the summer, you can sweat going just to and from your car. There have been days when I've worn this under my makeup and I have, been out and about all day long, and if this had not been part of my makeup that day, my makeup would have been destroyed. But instead, it looked perfect because even though I sweated, my makeup still looked beautiful. It's because of the water repellent quality of this primer. I can sweat and bead up and nothing happens with my makeup. And it also works really well with many different types of foundations that I wear it with. I have gone through the big jumbo tube of this. I've gone through several bottles. I keep a little travel bottle in my travel bag. It is a higher end primer, but a little bit goes a long way, so you do get a lot for your money, and I guess cost per use, right? I just use this so much, but if this is a little bit out of your budget, I don't know of a true lower end version of this. The next best thing I think would be to use some type of a gripping primer that would really just hold onto your makeup through the elements. This e.l.f. with 4% niacinamide, I really enjoy for my skin type. I get a little more shine breakthrough with it, so I think normal to dry skin, even combination skin, would really like this. This is a little bit better across all skin types. I have gotten comments from people that love this with all skin types. I feel like I haven't talked about this in a little while because we've had new things come out, but it's still a staple for me. The foundation I have on today is Estee Lauder Double Wear. This is a staple for me for any time of day, any time of year, but especially in the summer because it is budge proof. I can wear it on its own. I can wear it over primer. And you can see here in this application that I'm applying it to get light medium coverage. You do not have to apply this heavily. I have an entire video on this. I actually have several videos about Estee Lauder Double Wear. But if you want your makeup to stay on from morning until night, despite the elements, this is a go-to. It also mixes well with other foundations, with moisturizers. If you want to sheer it out even further, I will not be without this, especially in the summer. But I also wanted to focus on the various types of IT Cosmetics CC cream because you can also sheer this out with a sponge or with a brush. And this week they're offering their number 132 brush free with the purchase of any full-sized IT CC cream. And this has been a staple for me for years too. And I love that I get added sunscreen protection with this and it stays all day. I prefer to apply this with a brush or with a sponge. I know some people use their fingers, but I find it a little bit full coverage for me to apply it with my fingers. You should still apply your sunscreen in the morning underneath this, but I do like having an added level of sunscreen protection from this. And these are just really nice products. There are several versions and that's a great deal going on this week. And I don't think you could go wrong with either of these. These are both must-haves that I reach for in the summertime, just depending on my mood. I said earlier, I like a good bronzy glow to my makeup look in summer, and I usually achieve part of that with a powder bronzer rather than cream. Not always, but I find it lasts longer on my skin this time of year when everything kind of wants to melt off. Sometimes I'll layer cream under powder, but to save time, to be a little bit more efficient, I usually just sweep a powder bronzer over my face. Now, if you're wanting one that is waterproof, L'Oreal Infallible Fresh Wear bronzer I have shade medium is a great option. And this might be a great time to check out the new NYX Butter Melt bronzers. I have Deserve Butter. I was a little bit iffy about these when I first got them, but it's what I'm wearing today. Just swept all over my face. I swept it down my neck. I even used it in the crease above what I put on my eye, which I'll talk about here in a minute. But I've really grown to love this more than I liked it initially. And I'm showing that this week NYX is having buy two, get one free on their best-selling products. And I do believe this is a best-selling product. It looks really beautiful and glowy, but not too glowy on my skin, and it lasts really well all day. And you could check out the new Butter Melt blushes with that buy two, get one free. The shade that I have is called Feeling Butter. It's what's on my cheeks right now. Again, it gives that summertime bronzy glow that everybody's trying to get right now. It's got enough of those pink, bronzy, kind of reddish tones that, I don't know, I'm just really into. And although you can see the sheen here in the pan, it doesn't look like too much on my face. At least it doesn't in person. I'm not sure how this light in front of me is reflecting it to you, but it looks just really natural and summery and pretty. There are, of course, more subtle shades to choose from. Now, I did layer this over one of the new L'Oreal Lumi Le Liquid blushes. I am loving this so much. The shade that I have is called Dewy Worth It. They describe it as a warm nude mauve, but I think it's more of a warm, muted, pinky peach nude that applies so quickly and beautifully. Doesn't have shimmer, but it just gives this nice, pretty radiance, a natural flush, super quick and easy to throw on. So you could do this on its own without the powder if you want, but that's what I used today to get this look. You could use either one alone if you wanted to do that too. If you're a subscriber of mine, you know this must-have already, but I have to have a really easy, one-and-done, flattering, swipe on and go eyeshadow stick usually, or a liquid eyeshadow that I can just swipe on or scribble on and blend out the edges and be done. And in the summertime, I like the shade to be sort of a taupey bronzy shade, or maybe a muted pinky gold shade, something to go along with the bronzy look that I enjoy doing. What I have on today is the CoverGirl Clean Eye Color eyeshadow stick. I've been loving these in the shade Bronze Glow. I just scribbled it on my lids and blended out the edges with my finger. It was so quick and easy, and it's something that I can do even if I'm not wearing eyeliner, and then just apply mascara and be done. It evens out my discoloration, and it's important that the product that I use be really flattering on textured lids, that it doesn't make my lids look dry when it dries down, and that it wears beautifully all day. And these CoverGirl eyeshadow sticks do that. So this is Bronze Glow right here, and you can see how it looks just beautiful and flattering and sheer on my eyelids. Now what I have here, you can see, is kind of a muted sandy pink shade. This is another type of shade I enjoy using and product. It's Lancome Tiny Doll, the liquid shadow. I think the shade that I have is Desert Sand. My little sticker fell off. I had this on in a recent video. I have numerous products that I like for this. I've shared them all on my channel over the years, but this is a summer essential that I can use very, very quickly and get nice payoff from. I don't have to do some elaborate eye look, but it still looks nice and pretty and summery. If you're going to be in heat and humidity, if you're going to be sweating or swimming, one of the most important things that you can have if you're going to be wearing makeup at all is a good waterproof mascara that is not going to flake, it's not going to smudge, and it's going to look natural and not clumpy or irritate your eyes or run down your face or do anything you don't want it to do, basically. So a staple for me that's gonna, I think, look kind of weird is Maybelline Lash Discovery. I used to use this as only my lower lash mascara because it never flaked or never smudged, and it's got this teeny tiny little wand. I mean, this is a staple for me all year long, but I like to use this on my top lashes too. It's just a really nice basic mascara that gets really close to your lash line. I love Urban Decay Perversion Waterproof. This is fantastic. This is the type of one that it has. It works really well for me as well. I was really surprised, I don't know why, by the L'Oreal Panorama Voluminous Waterproof. This has the plasticky bristles, but it also works well for me. And L'Oreal Full and Soft Waterproof. I ran out. I don't have more here. I will be repurchasing it. Love that. Always a staple. I have really difficult lashes that don't stay curled well, and all of these hold my lashes up all day. They don't flake, they don't smudge, they don't run. I can swim in them and they hold up. If you've been thinking the only reason to use dry shampoo was on dirty hair to get a second or third or whatever day out of your hair, you have been missing some major opportunities. It's especially great in the summertime when our scalp gets a little oilier faster. During the day, you can use it preventively. You can use it as a styling tool. I use dry shampoo in so many different ways. One of my favorites is Living Proof Perfect Hair Day Advanced Clean Dry Shampoo. There's one from IGK that I like a lot too. I'll have that here. Eva NYC makes a really great one too that smells really good. If I wash my hair at night, I will spray a little bit at my roots to prevent oil buildup overnight so that my style and less grease and oil build up the next day. And in the summertime, when I wash my hair in the morning, sometimes I'll spritz a little bit through my roots where I'm especially prone to getting a little flat or oily or hot in certain areas, and it prevents that from happening during the day. I also use it as a styling aid before heat styling my hair curly or wavy because it helps those styles stay longer. I just spray it through my hair really quickly, then I heat style my hair with a curling iron or a waver like I did today. It gives my hair a little bit of grit and extends my style. And of course I do use it like a dry shampoo too, but there are so many other uses. And I'm showing this week that Ulta Beauty is having 30% off select dry shampoos from various brands, so it's worth looking through to see if there's something in there you might like. And I'm also showing that they're having 30% off select dry shampoos throughout the duration during all 3 weeks. I'm not sure how those are going to differ, but it might be worth looking through that too. Tree Hut is having 20% off their entire brand. I love their scrubs, so does my daughter Brooke, so I'm going to be picking up a couple of those because I exfoliate my body a lot more in the summertime to get sunscreen and just extra dead skin off my body so that when I moisturize, it sinks in better and my skin doesn't get that ashy look to it like I'm prone to getting in the summertime. So if you like those Tree Hut scrubs like we do, check those out because everything from Tree Hut, including the scrubs, is 20% off this week only. I also keep exfoliating gloves in my shower so that I can quickly apply my body wash and exfoliate all at the same time. It's very efficient and I love efficiency. And Ulta carries these from Earth Therapeutics and Eco Tools. Both are good. I've bought both kinds from Ulta before, but these are essentials that remain in my shower. They live there and it's just so easy to wash with your body wash, exfoliate at the same time, rinse off, and you're done. I feel like I could go on and on. I don't think I covered everything, but I think that's a good stopping point. Big thank you to Ulta Beauty for sponsoring today's video. I had a lot of fun making this. If you're looking for the latest reviews on the newest foundation releases for mature skin, definitely check out this video. Hope you enjoyed this and found it helpful. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not already. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you next time. Bye.